Welcome. Happy Saturday, Grand Rising. So nice to be here with you all and continue this meditation journey together. So I realized we haven't pulled a Reiki card together in a while. So I just pulled a Reiki card for our message to start off today. And I thought it'd be nice to do a meditation where we kind of feel each element and then anchor that element into the body, the energy field, and just experience what each element is on our own individual level, having our own experience. And that's going to give each of us our own deeper understanding of what the elements of earth, air, fire, water, spirit are. And we're in this direction of east. So this is the direction of fire, and the season of spring, which is air. And then we're going into summer being fire. But we're kind of just getting into the heat. So we're just kind of really starting to warm up that fire element within us. And that can kind of bring up a lot of things. And there's some really beautiful energies happening. And yesterday I was just reading the Schumann resonance peaked up to, I think it was 91 hertz. So we had a really big kind of surge yesterday. So some of us may have been a little bit tired today, because when those peaks happen, our body takes time to adjust and regulate again. So I thought I pulled a card, and I actually haven't pulled this card from my deck, which is rare that happens because I use the Reiki deck so often in sessions with people and just in, circles and everything. And it was conscious choice. So bring it up there. So it's that nice purple violet high chakra color, and it's also kind of that color that a lot of us see when we tune into energy, and when we tune into the energy of Reiki. A lot of people will see that violet color, and that violet light of transmutation is what we use to transmute and to alchemize and to help energy shift. So I'm going to read the back, and it's really interesting because I kind of fire was coming up. So I asked what was the message in regards to the fire element for today. And in traditional Chinese medicine, spring is associated with the wood element, which is the liver and the gallbladder, liver being the yin, gallbladder being the yang. And it relates to anger. And so this card pulled up. So there's kind of this intermixing that happens. They're very similar, but there's a few little bit differences between the different teachings. So the card reads, anger is usually tied to responses in the past that are of little use to us as we grow personally and spiritually. And it is generally triggered when someone or something fails to meet our expectations, or sometimes, even more important, when we don't come up to our own expectations. However, although it may feel uncomfortable to realize it, anger is a conscious choice and is often just a habitual reaction to a given set of circumstances. So we can choose not to be angry just for today. And that's all. One of the Reiki precepts there at the bottom. So it's that reminder that anger is a motivator. It shows us something, but we can choose to either stay in that anger, or we can choose to kind of shift it into a different type of energy that lets us take action or have that realization. And we can always meet that anger with compassion. And it helps us kind of see those patterns that are within our life. So there's lots of things that are changing, obviously, for us individually, collectively, all of the time, right? Not just now, but all of the time. So that anger is also a demonstration, that invitation to set boundaries with your time, with yourself, with people, with different types of things, right? You can do boundaries with food, with exercise. Boundaries come into play in a very different type of system than just with other people, right? So when that anger shows up, or we have been harboring anger for a long time, or resentment towards a certain situation, a certain person, an event, all that kind of thing, it just creates this disharmony. And actually we start overusing the fire or the wood element, and it causes an imbalance in the other elements, because this one gets overexerted and it gets drained and causes the other ones to come out of balance. So yeah, just a little a little note there from that, because I thought it would be really nice. Just, we haven't done it in a few weeks, so there it is. And yeah, and it's okay if we get angry, you know, if you are in that anger. I know a few weeks ago I was in really a lot of frustration. So I had to take a step back from social media and just take a little detox and spend some time coming back to that inner peace, which is, you know, how this whole thing kind of started, to remind us that our inner peace is a choice. It's that action we take to come back to. And it doesn't mean that we ignore our emotions or experiences and all that kind of stuff, but we have recognized that the I comes before the expression of the emotion. So how can we change that relationship with the I a little bit deeper, to remove those kinds of things? Yeah. So we're gonna just open up. We're gonna get started now on the meditation aspect. You need a little more of a guided, little more interaction with me, as opposed to last week where it was a lot of mantra kind of on your own. And we're going to do a little sound healing we have the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar plexus. So those lower chakras, this really deep embodiment, because when we leave the body, when we live in the upper chakras, or we think meditation or yoga or anything like that is a way to bypass the human experience, it's not true. So I thought that the grounding, and with the peak of the Schumann resonance yesterday, we might need a little extra grounding. So we're going to do that at the end, after I do the Reiki blessing for everybody. So inviting your hands to come up into that prayer position, into Gasho, where your base of your wrists are just putting a little bit of pressure into your chest. Hands are on that little bit of a 45-degree angle, kind of. So your breath can just hit the tops of your fingers, and there's that little bit of pressure on the middle finger at the tip of the middle finger. And starting to invite that breath in, invite that awareness into the breath. Feeling the breath where it is, just meeting it where it is at first, not trying to change it, just acknowledging it where it is. And now starting to invite that little bit deeper awareness to come into that dantian, that tanden center, 2 to 3 inches below the belly button, a third of the way into the front of the body. Starting to breathe into that big center. And as you exhale, feel the energy rest there. Keep it in. Inhaling, drawing the energy all the way down from the crown center into this dantian, and exhaling to feel it sit and stay. And just staying in this intention with this awareness, opening up with the deepest of gratitudes, of honor to be here with each of you today, to be practicing and sitting and breathing and connecting, offering gratitude and reverence to the lineage from which these teachings and blessings have been passed down, and welcoming in the highest light, the highest love, and the highest alignment of truth available to each of our souls on this day, to receive exactly what we can, to receive exactly what's needed for our soul in this time. Allowing all thoughts to melt away, and allowing the energy to rise and sit within the body. Whether you're sitting on a chair, on the ground, cross-legged on your knees, or even if you're lying down, feel the contact your body is making with the solid earth. Whether it's your feet, your bum, your legs, your hands, making that connection to earth. feeling the breath, connecting to the element of air. Feeling the life that it gives. Feeling the heat in the palms of your hands, connecting to the element of fire. Connecting to your saliva, your blood, your bodily fluids, spinal fluid. Connecting to the element of water. Connecting to the element of spirit, of space, of kasha, all around you. Feeling the oneness that exists within us. That is who we are. Breathing all 5 of these elements in from the crown, into the dantian, and exhaling to feel them rest in the body. And inhaling all 5 elements in from the crown, down through the center of your being. And as you exhale, feel all 5 of these elements fill your aura and fill your room. Breathe them out in totality into your surrounding areas. Breathing it in and offering it back. One more breath in that way, breathing in earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and feeling it exude out of your body. And when you feel ready, allowing your hands to release and come down, palms face, palms touching, your thighs facing down, fingertips point towards your knees. And breathing, connecting back into the element of earth to ground and to anchor back. Still breathing down into that dantian. And very gently allowing your eyes to come back, allowing yourself to come back. Inviting yourself here once again. And just noticing if there's any shift happening already. If not, there's no right answer. It's just, this is the checking in to see the experience. We're going to always begin with that dry brushing, dry bathing exercise that we've been doing. So I'm just going to guide us through it. On your next inhale, lifting the right arm, crossing it to the top of the left shoulder. Exhale, drawing that diagonal line across the body, touching the soft spot on the belly to the right hip. Opposite side on the next inhale. And exhaling to the opposite hip. One final time, bringing the right arm up to the left shoulder. And exhaling, drawing the energy across and clearing to the right hip. Keeping with the same arm, right arm comes up on the inhale to the outside of the left shoulder. And the exhale draws the energy down the outside of the arm out through the hand. Opposite side when you're ready. Inhale, left arm to the outside of the right shoulder. Exhaling, pulling the energy down the outside of the right arm. And one final time with the right arm coming up to the outside of the left shoulder. Inhale. And exhaling as you pull the energy down the outside of the left arm. And bringing your palms facing up, resting on the thighs. Fingers are together, thumbs are closed in. Breathing consciously with awareness. And staying here for a few minutes. The soul purification. Staying in this space, but starting to invite this golden energy to cascade into your crown, all around you, immerging you into the cosmic egg and welcoming in the heavenly energy through the color of gold. Feeling it come into the spine, the front of the body, the sides, and through the body into the tendon. Feeling that expansion of the self. Receiving it completely and wholly. And inhaling and sending that golden energy out into the room around you, filling the entire space with golden heavenly energy. Inhaling to draw it in and exhaling to offer it to the space around you. One more breath, inhaling, calling the energy in. And exhaling to let it out into the whole space, maybe the whole house, the apartment, wherever you are, filling the space with heavenly energy. When you feel complete, bringing your hands into that gasho position. And giving yourself gratitude once again for taking the time to be with yourself and to cultivate an atmosphere of peace that fills you and will fill everyone around you. Just taking a moment to experience the shift. And when you're ready to lower your hands, your left hand is going to cup the right hand. So right hand sits on top of the left, thumb tips come to touch, and hands just rest in your lap with your thumbs pointing up. Beginning to tune in to the element of fire. Just letting yourself have that curiosity of what fire feels like within your energy body, not the mind. Breathing consciously in that awareness. You can even connect to the sun, to the stars, the center of the earth. What is fire? We're going to stay in this intention for a few minutes. deeply. On your next inhale, taking the arms out to the side, palms face the sky, arms reach up overhead. Palms come down to face the earth as the arms slowly bring the energy into the body, coming into that dantian and that tandon center and resting there, suspending the exhale. Inhaling, arms back out to the side, palms face the sky. Exhale, palms face the earth as the arms bend and pull the energy down into the body. Extending the breath out, feeling yourself merge with the element of fire as it gathers in the dantian. Inhaling, arms coming out to the side, palms facing the sky, gathering all of the energy, pulling it into the body, letting it balance and integrate the element of fire, holding the hands in the dantian, suspending the breath out to merge with the element of fire. Inhale, arms coming out to the side. Exhaling. Suspending the breath out. Inhaling. Try to make your inhales as long as it is for the arms to come up. Exhale right away, coming down. Suspending the breath out. Four more rounds, inhaling to gather, to expand into the energy. Exhaling to bring it into the body, balance the element of fire, and merge with it in the dantian. Inhaling. Exhaling. Suspending the breath out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Merging as you suspend. And the last one, inhaling completely. Exhaling fully. Suspending the breath out. On your next inhale, returning those hands. Right hand on the bottom, left on the top. Thumb tips touch and point upwards. And breathing. Witnessing connecting to the element of earth. The element of earth, the energy of earth holds a dark, almost olive green color. It's connecting to the element of earth. What does it feel like to you? Staying here for a few minutes. Beginning to continue in the same manner as previously. Inhaling, arms come out to the side, palms face the sky. Inhale to receive all of the earth energy. Exhale to pull it down, palms face the earth. Expand on the exhale, suspend the breath, merge with the element in the Dantian. Inhaling, palms gathering. Exhaling to merge, to bring it in, to balance the energies. Suspend the breath out. Feel this olive green color filling the tendon, the Dantian center. Inhaling. Exhaling and suspending the breath out when you get to the Dantian. merging. 2 more breaths like this. Allow those palms to rest face down on your thighs after you're finished your final round of this. And 5 rounds of breath, inhaling into the nose. Exhaling. Suspending the breath out. Inhaling. Suspending the breath out. Inhaling. Suspending the breath out. Inhaling. Suspending the breath out. Last one. Inhaling fully and softly. Suspending the breath out. Taking 3 breaths with your hands in this position still. Bringing your hands back to the original position of right hand on the bottom, left hand on top, thumb tips touch. And welcoming the element of water. Tuning in to water. Staying here for a few minutes. Legs out at any point in time, feel free to do that. Beginning to move the arms, palms lift out to the side, facing up, inhaling. Exhaling to balance and bring the energy down. Palms face the earth. Suspending the exhale as you gather the energy in the Dantian. Inhale. Suspending the breath out to feel air, water merge within. Inhaling. Balancing the element of water, merging the element of water. And final cycle. On your inhale, allowing those hands to come to the resting position, and right hand on the bottom, left hand on top, thumb tips touch and point up. And tuning in to both elements of air and spirit now. Feeling the interconnectedness of life through air, the cosmic oneness that flows through the micro and the macro universe. Feeling the spaciousness that comes with these two elements and the life force that grows within of your spirit with every breath you take. Shifting the arms just a little bit here for the next few minutes. Opening the palms up to the sky. Elbows are just bent, tucked into the sides. Palms face up. You're welcome, if you would like, to take the tip of the tongue and press it to the upper palate of the mouth. Allow the eyes to stay 9/10 closed. And you bring that gaze up to the crown chakra. Staying here for a few minutes. If your eyes get strained, release the gaze and just allow your eyes to rest closed.
तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख
Beginning to invite that repetitive arm movement we have been doing, scooping the arms down, gathering all of the energy of air, of spirit, inhaling it up. And exhaling to anchor it in, suspending the breath out on the exhales to merge with these energies. Inhaling.
तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत
3 more
होए अधिकाई
from wherever you are.
रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत
your third cycle, just invite those palms to face the ground and place them back on your thighs.
tan man shant hoye adhikari
Maybe giving your legs a little shake out, shifting your position if you'd like. If your legs or feet are falling asleep, you're always welcome to adjust yourself. Just connect back into the earth for a moment here before we move into the blessing. Whatever parts of your body you're touching, the solid surface, just connecting, feeling your hands, grounding as well. And you're welcome to stay like this or bring your hands into Gasho. I'm going to begin the Reiki blessing. So you're welcome to have your hands in either way. If you feel like you want to stay in that really grounded energy, keeping your palms face down on your thighs, fingertips pointing towards your knees, or hands in Gasho, a little bit of pressure on that middle finger. And breathing consciously and setting the intention to receive.
Tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari rog kaate sukh savije tan man shant hoye adhikari अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सहीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे सुख सवीजे तन मन शांत होए अधिकाई रोग काटे
Very gently allowing those hands to come to the knees, whether you're in a chair or on the ground. And just very gently starting to inhale to open the chest and arch the back, engage the spine. Exhale to round the spine back. Spinal flexus, seated cat-cow. Inhaling to open, expand the front. Exhaling to expand the back. Maybe taking some nice deep sighs out of the mouth as you do this. Your own pace. And very gently moving into those Sufi grinds, which is where we're kind of moving the base of the spine, those circles. Inhale forward, exhale backwards. If you're on a chair, just take the motions a little bit smaller. Inhale forwards, exhale backwards. And getting ready to switch the opposite direction, inhaling, just moving through the opposite side. And coming into neutral and just gently lifting those shoulders up. Inhale and exhaling, letting them come down. Inhale to lift the shoulders. Exhale to let them drop. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, drop. Inhale, exhale. And just give them a shake when you're ready, when that feels good. And if you want to, very gently, just giving that head a very gentle inhale forward and just letting this neck rock side to side. And gently doing a full circle if that feels good to you. Just being very gentle on the neck, especially as we go in that backwards arch there. And bringing your palms together into Gasho when you feel ready, and just starting to rub those palms together. Right in front of the heart, activating the energy, both in the body and the heart. All of this good stuff happens here. And you can even move them away from each other and see if you can feel that electric current. And just feel the subtle shifts in the body and the energy, the heat that's generated, maybe the coolness in the legs. And bringing the palms together, offering my deepest gratitudes to each of you for being here and for joining us live or catching the replay in your own time or revisiting it if it calls to you again. Thanking the lineages from which these teachings have brought forward, thanking the guides and guardians of the highest light, of the highest degree of truth and love that there is available in this time and space to us across all truths, all light. May each of you find your blessings, find your peace, hold your stillness, and hold your love, and may we share it with as many people as we can. Connecting to the elements is connecting to the consciousness of the universe, as through all the elements, creation is with us and within us at all times. Allow yourself to create your life with ease and grace and true creativity, for we can do whatever we choose. welcoming those thumbs to come to the third eye and offering that gentle bow of gratitude and acknowledgement of everybody here with us today and anyone who joins after. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, a lovely afternoon, and thank you.